This month's One Access resource that we will be highlighting is actually two. It's Hoopla and Overdrive. In order to access these from the Media Center homepage, right on the home screen, there is a button that says One Access. Both you and students can click that, and it's going to take you to this screen. This is One Access for our high school students. So if you scroll down, it gives you some other databases that we've talked about before. But down here at the bottom, it's going to take you to a section that says ebooks and more. The first one we're going to be taking a look at today is Hoopla. So if you click on the link for Hoopla, it gives you a quick overview. Hoopla instantly gives you access to ebooks, comics, audiobooks, music, movies, television, and even more. A great feature of Hoopla is that it's actually going to automatically return any of the materials that you decide to borrow as soon as the due date is up. So there's no type of fees or anything like that. And again, it's all completely free with that digital library card that students and teachers both have. So in order to access Hoopla, it gives you this brief overview. There is a tutorial if you need help further than what I'm going to show you today, but you're going to click the Access Now. If you've never created a Hoopla account, you're going to need to sign in. So up here, right now I'm automatically signed in because I've already created a Hoopla account, but it's going to ask you to sign up. It's going to have you choose which public library, and you'll just choose the Charlotte Meck Public Library, and an email. I tell students to use their CMS email for this. They can use their personal one if they want to. I think sometimes there is issues with this outside source sending an email to students, even though they have access to it. But once they're logged in, their screen's going to look something like this. You get so many number of things that you can borrow. I believe it's 6 for the month. So right now I currently have 1 thing borrowed, and I have 5 more left for the month. Your Hoopla account, it shows you your Hoopla, what you've currently borrowed. You can favorite things, and then also a history, so if you ever wanted to go back to something. A great feature, students can search, or you can as well. I know a lot of our streaming services have been blocked for us now on our network, but this actually has some great videos that you might still be able to show, or some clips of videos in your classrooms. It has a little bit of everything, and they will allow you to stream this right here on your computer, which is a great feature. Students can do this at home as well. They have access to all of this, and some of it is some very current movies and music and stuff. So let's say you're wanting your kids to listen to an audiobook. Maybe you're reading something in class and you want to have part of it. So you can search for The Great Gatsby, for example. And it's going to pull up everything that Hoopla has related to that topic. And right here, the first thing is actually an audiobook of The Great Gatsby. So maybe there's an excerpt from it that you actually want them to listen to as they're reading it. So you could borrow this and have it play in your classroom. There are no current settings on it, like for filtering as far as what shows up. It's going to kind of show up everything, but you can go into your settings. Like as a parent, if you're using this with your young child and they have the login, you can actually turn on kids mode. So it's going to only show kid appropriate information for your kids whenever the search results show up. But it has a little bit of everything. So there's comics, and they can search for whatever they want to. And then they would just so if they're interested in Batman, they would just borrow it. And then when time's up, it would send it back. So that one is Hoopla. The other one I want to show you back from this screen was Overdrive. So back on that same screen, there was a button next to Hoopla that actually said Overdrive, and this one's the Teens Reading Room. If you go just to the Charlotte Meck Library and to the Resources tab, Overdrive there will actually take you to everything on Overdrive. For today's tutorial, I'm just going to show you the Overdrive for teens. So again, it tells you a little bit about what Overdrive offers, a lot of the same information from Hoopla. Sometimes I find some stuff on Overdrive that I can't find on Hoopla that are some more current books. So in order to access it, you just click Access Now. You will sign in to Hoopla. And then it has all of the different books that you can borrow. And again, these are just the teen titles right now. So like a really popular one, because the Broadway show is actually going to be traveling through Charlotte this year. I've had several students ask about like Dear Evan Hansen. So here is the audiobook based off of that play. So they could listen and borrow that. Some other popular titles as well. So another great resource for not only the students, but for you as a staff member to take a look at as well. And in looking at these different ebooks sites, there is a link here at the top that talks about their Libby app. If you haven't downloaded this, it's completely free and it links to your public library card. And it helps with anything that you've checked out from them. So if you download this, it'll actually have all of your ebooks, audiobooks, everything in one spot for you on your phone, so you don't have to go through a bunch of other sites. It's a great app to add for if you're listening in the car or anything like that. I use it to listen to audiobooks all the time. Anyways, that was just a quick tutorial about this month's One Access resource.